I'm Dale Brisby and I'm a super puncher. I'm Dale Brisby and I'm a super puncher. Now, you guys know me as the expert on all things. You guys know me as the expert on all things cowboy. I've written the book on You Ain't No Cowboy. It's available on Audible, paperback, etc. There's a new book out. It's called How to Be a Super Puncher. Are you a super puncher? You ain't no super puncher. Listen, there's levels of cowboy. You got just your beginner basic cowboy. You've got your hands. You've got top hands even. There's little fingers off of those. Campers, ranch managers. You've got punchers right above the top hands, sometimes right at them. Then at the very top, you've got super punchers. Okay, you can be a cowboy but not a super puncher at times, but you can't be a super puncher and not be a cowboy. You see how that works? It's complicated. Read the book. I'm gonna cover the basics right now. First of all, stovetops. Gotta have them. Got to. Top button, gotta be there. 3 knives on your person at all time. Right there. Bam, that's a lighter. I don't smoke. That's for my toilet paper. You pack it in, you pack it out. Or you catch it on fire. 2 knives. 3 knives. Gloves. These are so old, you don't ever want to be caught with new gloves. Because they might think that you don't work hard. Guess what? You're a super puncher. You work harder than anybody out there. That's why you run everywhere. You're training your horse constantly. Cowboys, they train their horse at the house. Super punchers train your horse on the drive, buddy. That way everybody sees it. Elbows up, side to side. Kind of like a cholo. That's where they got that from, is a super puncher. Extra ropes all the time. Extra ropes everywhere. You don't have to tie off all the time. You don't have to. You may not have ever tied off, but you tie your horn knots in every single rope. You're going to a team roping, not because you're a roper, but just because a team roper. You don't have to be, but you're going to show them you can. At the end of your team rope, you got a horn knot tied off. Extra ropes everywhere. Always looking to rope something. Tie something down. That's another thing. You've got to have that kind of response ready for everything. When they say, what you been doing? Oh, just roping, tying down yearlings. Chasing skinny cows. Brandon Mavericks. Say it punchy. Brandon Mavericks. Looking for a doggy. Looking for a runaway doggy. Pot-belly doggy. Okay, like say it different than normal people. Punching cows. This is your answer to everything. Day working and riding colts. But you don't say it like that if you're a super puncher, okay? Just been day thugging, trotting in circles. Kind of throw it off like you're almost pissed off. You're almost mad. You're almost like just day thugging, trotting in circles. You see the difference there? Okay, like slightly disrespectful. That's a super puncher. All weather is vest weather, old son. Hey, guess what? You do need to Snapchat at 5 a.m. every morning, your horse saddled with the timestamp so they know you're a super puncher. But when they ask you out on the drive or somewhere around lunchtime, what time is it? Put your phone away, you pull out your pocket watch. Then you have a sassy remark. Cow punching time. Or a Lonesome Dove quote. Don't you even want your breakfast first, Woodrow? All the time. If you don't speak Lonesome Dove, you ain't no super puncher, old son. I mean, you might have Tombstone down pat, but listen here. Like somebody's off on a ridge, Looks like an Indian riding a Mexican saddle with silver conchos. Maybe stole for it, possibly even killed for it. Listen here, you might be gathering a flat Montana pasture. Leggings, chinks, either or, sometimes both. I'm not joking, you wanna be a super puncher? Then you also need to shoe your own horse. You gotta have all the necessary tools. Quirt, looky here, right here, fencing pliers. You do not fence. Let me be clear about something. You don't use these. You have them, because you're a super puncher, you hand them off to somebody else to patch that fence before you go on and get in another cow fight. That's a super puncher, okay? He's got the tools, but he knows which ones to use. Hey, old son, you tell him right here. Like, you just stand up tall, like, hey, I got way too much tied up in leather to be fixing fence, old son. Ranch bronc riding. You need to enter ranch bronc riding all the time. You can turn out, you don't have to show up, but you need to be talking about where you're entering next in a ranch bronc riding. Okay, boys, no vest, old son, okay? On the drive, listen, on the drive, this is important. You never come back empty-handed. Best case scenario, you got like 60 cows. There's only 40 in the bunch, but you got 60, so only supposed to be 40 in that trap. You bring back 60, that's you. You're the super puncher. But you don't find no cows, you better find something. You got a deer antler.
Woo! Got me a deer antler, boys.
A whole deer skull. I mean, whatever.
Woo! Yeah! This gonna be a nice 10-point next year, boys.
Protein tubs, spare tires. You never come back empty-handed.
Protein tub.
You're a super puncher. Yell all the time.
Yep, yep. Woo! Woo! Hey, 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 hey.
Use your hat to punch up those cattle. Elbows up. Old son, super puncher. Get the book. Read it, study it, highlight it. Ask me questions. When you're on the drive, you never get off your horse. Never. Not to pick up your cowboy hat, because you're gonna lose it. You're a super puncher. Not even to use the bathroom.
Are those cows over there?
Bottom line, the world needs more super punchers.
Whoa, man.
We work hard and we go fast. I'm talking 4 pots of coffee in the morning fast. Okay, old son? So put yourself to the test. Evaluate yourself at that next cattle drive, at the next branding, all right? That's a whole nother bag of issues I don't even want to get into right now.
Where are we going? Aren't we going that way? Where's the... I thought that was east. Are you my next man? Huh?
Jockstrap. Jockstrap.
Protein tub.
Super punchers never take the trail less we take the trail less super punchers take the trail less traveled. I think I'm almost back to the pens. What? Tell me what you see. What do you see? What's around you? Never get off your horse. Whoa, Boone. Whoa, Boone. Never get off your horse. Never. Bro.
Don't try this at home, kids, unless you're a super puncher.
A lot of people think this is just for kids. It is not. Kids and super punchers. You tie a knot in them reins. Whoa, Boone. I didn't mean to jerk on your head. Tie a knot in them reins. That way you get in a bad cow fight, you can use both your hands, you don't lose your reins. When you're speaking of cow fight, you stay tied off. Yes, it's dangerous if you're a normal cowboy, but if you're a super puncher, danger's your middle name. Super, danger, puncher. Elbows up! Gosh, darn it! You gotta get that off the back. Push the ears down. Elbows up, side to side, just like a cholo. Back up, Boone. I don't get in the trailer. Get my horse out. I'm a super puncher. Boone, you ready to rope something? Where's my shoe? Yeah! Yeah! Always use your hat and yell. Yeah! Yeah!